I think we have the councillors of Dublin and Cork all focusing on the wrong areas. They continue to look at migration like it's the only problem we have in this country. Yet none of them are talking about the new investment from the EIB, which is the European Investment Bank, to bring about district heating into Dublin and Cork. So it's a way to decarbonise emissions by using renewable and used energy. Um, this is all part of the Dublin and Cork's agenda to be smart cities and be the guinea pigs for Europe for smart cities across Europe. And we're going to be the test bed for it here. This is all again part of the national strategy programme and framework that the government, the parasites in government, have brought on themselves without consulting the people to see if we want this. Now, people really need to look into these smart cities because smart cities are basically biodigital convergence through the back door. Now, biodigital convergence, a short-term breakdown of it, is basically biological systems interconnected with digital intersystems, where we are connected to the internet, and it's the Internet of Things. We become the Internet of Things. So you're talking about your digital ID, you're talking about your chip, you're talking about your digital twin, and they've done this through COVID. They got everybody to the truth outlawed lies at people about COVID and made people afraid because people didn't understand what was happening. They locked people down in their homes, which is a clever ploy on their behalf because they threw people into the systems, threw people in home, and then we got connected on the internet through clever planning on behalf of the parasites in government, to be honest with you. And then we got used to these social apps. So there's already a digital twin of us out there. But with Cork and Dublin being the guinea pigs for the testbed runs of the smart cities for Europe, I mean, why are none of the councillors in Cork or Dublin talking about this? Instead, I just see them all focusing on exactly what the government want us to be focusing on: immigration. Immigration is the least of our problems in this country, and now I see them all talking about it in the Dáil and speaking about how the numbers are growing this big. But this was all our numbers were always to grow this big because according to the UN, this was Ireland's year to peak. So again, this is all planned. Um, I just think people really need to start looking into the programs and the frameworks and the policies that our government are bringing here into our country, because this is what they want to do, and this is where they're going to bring us into, like the digital twin, the Internet of Things, biodigital convergence, smart cities. It's all very real and it's all happening whether we like to admit it or not. This new investment now from the EIB is to bring in about transit heating, and this is all again to be very connected because they want us all connected and they want us relying on them. They don't want us relying on God's creations um, and being sustainable. They want us all reliant on them because the end goal is you will own nothing and you will be happy.